Welcome to today's live decoding session for BankNifty futures. Today is the 7th of August 2023, Monday. The current time is 9:08, and let me just quickly share my screen, and we will understand what's the overall context. Okay. So first of all, the down move which happened on Thursday's expiry, right? So it was due to, I would say, not majorly, but it was due to the downgrade of US markets, and we had a good inventory or liquidation. So basically this was a good inventory exiting, shorts coming into the system, and where the inventory shut off was at 44,500 level. Okay. Friday we had a sort of a balanced where some inventory adjustment was created. So earlier the auction opened within the single print zone, and it failed to take out the low, and the price was getting accepted around the previous day's value area low. Okay, so that was a market generated information suggesting exhaustion of supply and demand getting generated. And what we had is we had 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so 5 periods. That is about for 2.5 hours we had one time framing, and then after reaching the POC, or the cost basis of the Wednesday's auction, that's where supply came in, and I was looking for this two single print zones to be getting cleared, but it did not. And what we had is sort of a structure suggesting that supply is present at 45,200, and the auction closed lower and went towards where the one time framing started, right? So this is like a pullback reference. So 44,700 is where supply shut off, 45,200 is where supply came in, and 45,000 is where we are having the cost basis or the point of control. Okay, so these are the three levels which I'll be looking today to observe the reaction, because below this is where supply is trapped, above this is where the supply is present, and there are certain stops getting built on both the sides. Okay, if I just slice and dice it further, this data, so what I see is even furthermore. So 136 is where I'm looking to see supply coming in, 939 is where supply has been shutting off, 741 is also supply is shutting off. So these are 3, 4, 5 areas where we have stops, basically the sell stops, buy stops present, sell stops, yeah. So those who went long, they would have kept their sell stops at this particular zones, right? So 45-degree angle, a trend line is getting formed, and over above 45,334 is where I'm looking that there is trapped buyers. Okay, so these are supply levels where if the auction moves higher, supply might come in. Okay, so the pre-open data is out. So we are opening 114 points, so 44,993, around 45,000 level. So 45,000 plus 114 is 45,100, so about 45,100 is the zone, and I have a level at 45,136. So this is where I'm going to observe the reaction. So do we see supply coming in? And because currently we are opening from the previous day's close, right? We are opening with a gap up, or the inventory, the pre-open inventory is long. Overall inventory, what is the overall inventory? Overall inventory is also long. So the areas where I am going to look at is 45,100 is here. So this is where some supply is present. We also have got T plus 2 close. So I'm looking for supply to come in at 120, 100, 160, right? So this is where some supply is going to definitely, that's what I'm going to look for. And let me see from the stops, right? So we have got stops at 100. So there are a couple of stops level. After that we have at 45,200. Okay, so I'm going to see whether the this liquidity is getting cleared, because there is a single print zone, and we are actually developing around the sentiment line. So I'm expecting some sort of sideways movement to be developed today. And let me just look at the order flow numbers. more. So there was some trapped sellers as the auction is going to open higher. 45,100 is where above. So at 45, 150, 160 level is where supply came in up to 45,200. Okay, so those are the areas where I'm looking for. So any higher auction development is going to invite for supply. And we also have got two single prints. So previous day high, which is at 238, is also a zone which I'll be looking at. So the time is 9:14. Let me also look at the shorter time frame. So there was one level here. Okay, 155 is this zone. So yep, we'll see that. I'll just go on mute quickly. Okay, so I'm back, and what I am seeing is supply. So let me go to first of all, it did not tag the 136 level. We are seeing, so there was one liquidity level which was taken here. Let me just hit refresh so that we get better data. Okay. Okay. So two levels where liquidity has been taken out. We are still just balancing. Delta is positive, and we have got a good support zone. So 45,000 is the zone where it is a support zone, and I'm looking for continuation higher. So I will not take a trade because I'm expecting some sort of retest of this level. Higher levels, let me just go there. Yep, so this is a low volume area node, so odds are higher that we might just be chopping in this range. So I'm not seeing any trades right at the open. Let me just look at the options inventory. So I'm looking at 44,800 call and 45,200 put. Okay, so the call inventory is long, put inventory is short. Okay, so call inventory long, put inventory short. It means overall it's a bullish scenario. So the OI data is suggesting me that it's a bullish scenario. But as I've already missed, so this was a good entry or a trade location was around 45,007 or 45,000 level. So I am not looking to chase now because there will be some balancing activity going on. And 44,800 CE, at 328 is where I'm seeing supply might again come in. And PE, that is 45,200. Nope, it's also, yep. So yeah, overall the options data, OI data is suggesting me that it's a bullish opening, but I'm not seeing new buying happening. Overall the delta is positive and the inventory is long. Okay, so we also have got some trapped supply, trapped seller below 45,000 level. So I'm gonna now look at see the reaction at the previous day's close. This is 45,003 and I have a strong buying level at 45 or area where there are buyers present based on the delta order flow chart. Okay, so for me this is a stop level and this is one more stop level. Okay, hey Hunter, very good morning. Okay, so I'm seeing supply coming in at current open. Let me just go to a smaller time frame chart, the 10-second chart. Yep, so supply is seen at 45,048. We are developing below VWAP. This is where supply can shut off. That is again, so, and you saw this, right? So that was the move which I was expecting. Now buyers will be running away. This is the resistance. This is the support has become the resistance zone. And now I'm looking for continuation lower. Do we get continuation or not? I'm expecting continuation, and you saw the delta, which is now clearly it is shrinking. It is developing lower. Call inventory has went short. Put inventory is trying to go long. And let me just refresh my fires chart. But I'm seeing supply again coming in. Yes, call inventory has been short. Put inventory is trying to go long. So 45,200 put, I wanted to develop above 461. Above 461 is where I'll be confident to buy put. Currently I'm seeing supply coming in and both, and we also have got a trapped buyer now. So any up move, this is the level of resistance, and again 45,000 is also a round number, right? So supply is gonna come in and I'm looking for continuation lower towards the previous day's VWAP. That's one, and the second is 45,900 level. Okay, so do we look below and fail, or do we look below and continue? So the previous day VWAP is here. That is the area where 946 is where I'm looking for. Supply is definitely strong, and that 1.8k or 1.7k, all the supply is coming in, and the supply is absorbing all the buying. It is still developing sideways right now, but overall call inventory is short. Put inventory, it did broke the 461, it went to 470, now it is trading at 452, but I wanted to go and see develop above 461. So 436 is a good area to buy the 45,200 put, but yeah, let's see. This is not a buy or sell recommendation, but again it is trying to come above, and we have previous days VWAP and also the POC. So this is the area of supply. Supply is coming in. Let me just go back. So yep, supply is coming in at previous day's close. There is some good absorption happening, and it has not tagged any of the level, neither 136 or 939. So that's why I'm not so confident in taking any trades. We have got more trap buyers now. So do we look above and continue, or do we just hover around this? So we have broken the 45,000 level, and now the price is developing higher. More buyers are getting added in. Delta is pretty flat, and this is the resistance zone. I'm looking for continuation lower and price to tag the L period low, that is 44,900. Okay, so this is this is one. Let me just add this level. Yep. So what is happening is supply, so these are the stop loss levels. So this is where supply is shutting off. This is where supply is coming in. For a trade plan, I'm waiting, observing the reaction at this level. VWAP is where supply is present. 45,000 is again where supply is present. Let me just look at the bid and ask. Where is the seller? The seller is at 44,995. And we are developing below the previous day's close. So inventory is short. Put, that is 45,200 put, is still at 451. I wanted to develop above 461. Yep. This is the area where there are trapped sellers. I'll just close this chart. We also have got a monthly and the weekly VWAP. So we have a reaction at monthly VWAP, that is at 45.68. Yearly we are still just balancing, but yeah, there is supply coming in on the monthly VWAP level. Okay, so I'm expecting continuation lower towards 44,900, because that's previously where there are buyers, which has trapped the supply or the sellers. Okay, so this is where again I'm expecting some responsive buying. Okay, so now the plan is pretty simple. We are trading in a 100-point range. Wait for this range. So do we have a breakout or do we have a breakdown? Currently this is the resistance zone, this is the support zone. Okay, so we are going to chop in this overall range. There is a seller at previous day's close. Inventory is short, and the 45,200 put is now at 474. So it has broken the 461 level and it is developing higher. So now I'm looking for continuation lower towards 44,900, because that's where again there are liquidity and there are stop loss orders. Okay, so we are seeing continuation lower. Now I wanted to take the L period low, K period low, J period low, and see the reaction at 750. So overall delta is also a bit flat, and good absorption of supply is definitely seen currently. Let me just, so here the level is 939. Okay, so the previous day VWAP is still here. 44,946 is where I want the price to reach, but it is still developing higher. Okay, in the meantime, if you have got any questions, yeah, feel free to use the chat window. But I'm looking for lower price, lower auction development. So this is the resistance zone and this is the support zone. So this is level 1 and this is where I'm seeing supply to shut off. So this is the overall range. Okay, so we are developing within previous day's range, previous day's value. It means no change in business. We are seeing supply shutting off at previous day's POC. Previous day's POC was at 44,969, but I want the 946 level to be taken out. So we are now again moving higher towards 45,000 level. Again, supply is coming in here. We have got trapped buyer. So today is a good day where you are understanding or where you are seeing what to look at. Now, put inventory is becoming short. Call inventory is definitely short. So inventory of call is short. Inventory of put wants to be short. Both inventory short means we will have a sideways take. We will have a sideways take. Okay. So again, the price is trying to go towards the resistance zone. Supply, do we look above and fail? Do we look above and continue? Okay. So a dull, boring day. Now call inventory wants to go long. Put inventory is short. So the 44800 CE, I wanted to develop above 306. It is at 295. So at the current VWAP, I'm seeing a seller. Yep, we are developing within this range. So for me, this is not a good ideal zone to take any trades. So this is value area high, supply is seen. This is value area low, supply shutting off. This is VWAP or POC. This is where the overall cost basis is present. We are developing above 45,000 level, but there are trap buyers. They are adding supply. So the resistance zone is still intact. Okay, so do we see supply coming in now? Let's see. So the VIX, okay, so we looked above, and now do we get a short covering or not? Because this is still a resistance zone and the delta has turned negative. Okay, so this level is where it is chopping off, and we are developing above the 45,000 line. Yep, closed below VWAP. So it is gonna trap. So we might have a long candle or we might have absorption. So I'm just wanna be open and see what we get. So the resistance zone is still intact. Call inventory is still short, put inventory is still short. Yep, so those who went long, they are trapped. They would have kept their stop losses below 44,946. And guess what? What is 44,946 is previous day's VWAP. Just show previous day's VWAP close. Yes, okay. Yep, so this is, so it has tagged the previous day's VWAP, and now we are seeing continuation below 946. We are seeing some absorption, but this low has been again taken out. Okay, so both the sides overall we are developing sideways. Inventory data of call is short, put is now trying to go long, put long, call short is bearish. Okay, now this level will be broken, and that's what I'm looking for, and see continuation towards 900, because that's where previously we had delta packaging, and a lot of supply was trapped, heavy buying was coming in, and this is where I'm expecting some responsive buying. Okay, so the trade plan is working out. Sell here, buy here, buy here, sell here. Let's see. That inventory has become short. And why I'm seeing absorption of supplies, if you study price action, right, because that's very important. You look at this particular candle, see the wick. So this entire is where supply got absorbed. This is the demand zone. Okay, and there are stops below 44,900 level. So I'm waiting for this level to be broken, the one which is in the dark white, the thick one. And we have got some trapped seller at 44,700. Okay, so do we see supply continuation? Currently yes, so it is about 949. So earlier it was about 1.23k, now it is at minus 1. It is trying to reach negative. Supply is coming in, there is continuation from supply, and 44,900 is the zone where supply can shut off. Again, we will see some responsive buying. The time is 9:32, 9:33. Put inventory is long, call inventory is short. Overall auction is telling me that it is gonna be bearish. Yep. So no trades taken yet. Okay, let me see if there are any comments. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So we are developing below the previous day's POC. Choppiness is seen, overall sideways action. developing within previous day's value. Now, if we develop within this value, right, that will be a very interesting day, because what we will have is 1, 2, 3, 3 and okay, if I don't consider this, so we will have a 3-day balance. Okay, that is a good sign, because we will be trading in a range for like 3 to 4 days, and we might expect a short covering move or a long or a liquidation move. But yeah, let's see how the overall auction develops. Currently I'm seeing supply getting shut off at previous days mid, that is half back of the entire previous days. It is trying to move higher. Now this entire zone is a supply where supply has been sitting. We already have spent 20 minutes, 10 minutes left and the B period will start. But we are developing within previous day's value, previous day's range. So no change in business. We might have sideways development. And what is happening is stops are getting built here, stops are getting built here, and we might just chop around the VWAP or around the POC. Let me go to a smaller time frame chart. So we are developing above value area low, yep, and it can be a mean reversion trade towards VWAP. Let's see. So do we see supply exhausting at 44,946? And this was also previous day's VWAP. So this is a 10-second chart. It's pure price action. So I mark my levels and I see the price action. So I'm seeing supply getting absorbed at 44,947 level, which was previous day's VWAP. And what we have, what I'm seeing is we are looking below and fail. And now we are balancing here. So we can have a short covering towards the VWAP, because this is where earlier supply came in based on the price action. Okay, so what can happen is B period will open, it will go higher, and this above this level, right, 45,000 band, this is where again supply will reinitiate and then take the auction lower and see if it breaks the 44,900 level or not. So now there is a trade plan as it has broken the 44,900 level. I can take a short here, keeping my target, SL above this, and target is this. Okay, so this is my SL, this is my entry, and this is my target. So these are some quick scalp trades, which I'm able to spot. Now I want to see supply coming in. If I don't see supply coming in, so it will be hitting my SL. Yes, the SL is hit. So that's how, I take some test trades to understand what the market is trying to tell me. Because overall from the order flow, there is a seller here, there is a seller here, and no big seller here, right? So we can have a up move and see if we again retest, because 45,000 as a level, how many times have we retested? 1, 2, 3. Now the fourth time it is coming, so the mean reversion trade is working out, and we might see a short covering move towards 45,056. Yeah, so but before that it needs to break this level. So some supply is coming in. Okay. Are there any questions? Nope, no questions. But put inventory is long. Put inventory is trying to go short. What is happening with call inventory? Nope, call inventory is still short. Put inventory wants to be short. So supply seen on previous day's VWAP. Yep. So this is so from the price action, right, this level has not been cleared. So we are still in the demand zone. Again, supply is coming in at 45,000 level and the previous day's VWAP. Current VWAP, not previous days. And we have resistance here. This is support. Okay, so overall we are still chopping in this range, 100-point range. Overall inventory is short. Now I am looking to get I am seeing a opportunity to buy puts, but I'm not confident yet because I'm not seeing continuation lower. Why? Yeah, so I'm not so confident. That's why I did not take the put trade. So put inventory is short, call inventory is long, and now I'm looking for a short covering. I got the direction from the OI data. Yep, we are seeing a short covering, and guess what? Where is it heading towards? 45.56 level, because this is where supply is present. This is where supply is shutting off. So this was a nice how the auction developed. Okay, so it has tagged this level. So call inventory is long, put inventory is short. Okay, so the auction has turned bullish. Now do we see continuation? Because there was supply coming in at current open. We have trapped sellers. This is a support zone now, and B period when it opens. So B period when it opens, this is where I'm looking for responsive buying and looking for continuation higher, and expecting all these levels to be taken out, the stops to be taken out, starting with 100. Okay, but I'm wait for that. This level should hold. Yep, short covering is seen. 45-100 level. Yep, it is tagged. So let's have continuation higher. Supply is coming in. 45-100 level is here. The supply meter also suggesting the same. I'm looking for supply to come in now. And if I look from the basic price action, right, 45-200 and above, 100 and 200 is where sellers are present. Okay, and what is their cost basis is okay, this is their cost basis. So let's see. Okay, let me do this. Let me extend right this way. Yes. Oh, not extend right. How do I extend the POC? That's fine. But for me, this is a level. So I'll just mark this as a supply level. Okay. So there is some supply coming in based on the price action. 345 buyers have been trapped. Let me just take this, delete this, delete this. Okay. So we looked below the previous day's POC. We are developing about today's POC, and value area high is at 45. 147, that will be an area of supply again. Okay, so we are developing above value. 45-100 is where there are stops, followed by 156, 200 and 225. So these are the three zones where I'm looking for supply. We looked below 939 and failed, and I'm looking for continuation higher. Let's see whether we get that or not. Okay, so it's been 34 minutes since I'm live, and yep, so we are still developing within previous days range, previous days value, and the game is to just wait and watch and observe. Now I'm not seeing any trades yet, so we are just balancing here with supply coming in at higher levels. So the stops which were above the A period high, they are taken out. Now B period will open. So now what I'm looking for is, does it drop towards, and do we see responsive buying at 45,000 to 4501, sorry, 4510 level? And do we get a poor, so AB poor, so do we get a poor high? So first of all, do we get a poor high? Second is, do we get responsive buying at this level? Because those are the data points which will help me to create the next trade plan. Okay, overall inventory is long, put inventory is short, call inventory is long, so everything is suggesting me bullish. So it is the test of sellers now. So 45,100, 45,150, 200, 227. Okay, so these are the levels. So we are not developing even below the LNM period high, right? So we are opening above. So yep, I was looking for a poor, but no, it went up to H period high. It took out the stops, and we'll look at the order flow. So a lot of buyers have been trapped. So there were stops above 45,130 level. Now this can act as level of resistance. We have a gap. Now I'm looking, do we get continuation lower till 45,000 level? Okay, so in order for me to take a short trade, I want the price to move lower, 45.90. Currently we are still developing above value. So this level is taken out. Next is the 152, and let me go to the higher time frame. 136 was the level. It is just hovering here. So supply is definitely present. From the price action, yes, supply is definitely present above 45,101. This is a good opportunity to take a short, keeping your SL here 94, and target is the current VWAP. And I will be pretty fast in executing this trade by whatever points I get, because there are trapped sellers. So I will be seeing responsive buying till 45,050. 45.50 level is where I'll be looking for some responsive buying. Okay, so this is the resistance zone now, and this is the support zone. Okay, we are developing lower. I'll be looking to exit at current open, and also the VWAP. So here it has already tagged the VWAP. Let me just go to a smaller time frame. Yes, it is not there yet, but there is some responsive buying seen. So this trade worked out also nicely. And also supply-o-meter also suggested that look for supply. This higher time frame chart also helped me. Now there are stops around VWAP. Call inventory is still long, put inventory is still short. Overall auction is suggesting me that it is bullish. So this is a retest. This can be a good buying opportunity, but nope, I'm not looking. I'm looking for this as the zone where we can see some sort of buying around 45,000 level. Okay, so some absorption of supply is already seen now. And if you have got any comments, yeah, please feel free to use the chat window. I'll be happy to answer. So I was also looking at, so it has cleared this zone, no responsive buying seen. So it has broken the VWAP, taken the stops. Okay, so very aggressive selling. Okay, now I'm looking for continuation. So, but 45,000 is where again supply is shutting off. Some short covering is seen. So this level is still holding. I'll wait for more data points. Okay, let me just go to Lupin is still making the new high. Cipla. So today, based on the screener, it gave me Cipla as the area where the sellers are trapped, but we are still developing within the range. No change. We are seeing supply at 1205 level. Okay. But yep, short covering is seen. 45,000 level is still holding. Let's see. So we are just gonna chop now. And a good buy. Okay, I'm not seeing any buy or any sell. I'm just seeing some sideways action. Put inventory is still short. Call inventory is still long. So 306, now it is trading at 331. That's fine. To be okay, so for me it's difficult to explain trade live. I still need to practice it, because in options buying, especially in scalping, execution is a challenge. So today, as the pre-open data suggested, but overall inventory was long and it opened within the previous day's range and value. So I was expecting some sideways development. But anyways, yeah, so that's an area, where I need to work upon is executing live trades, because currently I'm still like understanding, explaining, giving you. So a lot of efforts goes in, explaining that. I know if I know, and if I just focus on trading, then I can execute fast. And that's the challenge which I need to work upon. Okay, absorption seen at supply. We are still developing sideways. Okay, so we're just still hovering, and based on the price action, supply coming in, we have got a zone where there are trapped supply, but 45,000 level is still getting hold. Okay, so we are now just chopping in this range. Again, at current open is where supply is coming in. I'm not seeing any major volumes picking up, but overall delta is positive, which is a good sign for buyers. They can still hold and be in the auction. But what I'm seeing is good number of stops built above 45,150. Okay, so this is where supply has been shutting off, and 45,000. So if it wants to go lower, right, this level should be broken. If it does not, expect continuation and see again some responsive selling at 45,130. Okay, so what will happen is a lot of small time players will be looking at it is developing above VWAP. Let me go buy, keep my stop loss at VWAP or below 45,000 level. So there are stops getting built now in the system, and it will move higher. But again, I'm seeing a seller at 45,100 level. This is where seller is present. Okay, so it might trap the buyers who are coming in. As it goes higher, it might trap, and then a big red candle can come in, taking out this level up to this particular zone where there are trapped supply. This is where I'm expecting responsive buying. Okay, so it might chop, it might see some absorption, so this is the time to just wait and watch. We are developing above VWAP. Now this is a 30-minute chart, this is a 3-minute chart. Here the VWAP is at 45,012. Here it's 15, yeah, 15, 16, yeah, that's fine. But overall we are hovering around VWAP. One good trade, which I'm looking now is this. Okay, so this is the area where again I'm looking for supply, but this is the range. Overall the value is still higher. We are developing below the value. Okay, so simple basic volume profile concept. So the inventory is long. This is where the POC is present. Another POC is this. Okay, so this is also a zone. So that's where the buying or selling retention happens. Now currently we are just developing sideways. Okay, so this is the volume profile of supply. This is the volume profile of supply getting shut off. Do they come in or not? I want 45,116 level to be broken. Yeah, again we are having a retest of VWAP. So let's see what happens. Okay, again supply is getting shut off, but we are still in that bigger range. Okay, so by looking at this candle, a lot of have joined the bandwagon looking to take the higher auction, but it is gonna chop now because now there are stops below 45,000, below VWAP. Okay, let's see. Some absorption of supply is definitely seen. I want some good numbers to provide me some direction, but I'm not seeing anything yet. So supply is coming in at the current half back. That is just a data point. Okay, so just to simplify this, there is a seller here, there is a buyer here. Okay, again a buyer is here also. Okay, so let it chop, but overall we are just developing sideways and 45,000, above 45,000 level. The time is 9:56 and 10 o'clock I have a meeting to join, so I'll be ending the session soon. And let me know if you have got any questions or comments, for the current live session. So absorption seen from the price action. It's not, so the high is 132. I wanted to tag 136. Still developing above VWAP. Let me add all again this data points. So now the POC has moved lower. So I'm looking for supply to come in, take the liquidity below VWAP because it is, I'm not seeing continuation higher. So let's see. Put OI data is balancing, but it's still short. Call OI data is balancing and it is long. And we are developing above VWAP. So do we get again a short covering or a liquidation is, because there are stops. I'm seeing there are stops below here. So do we get a red candle, big red candle, or do we just develop sideways? Yep, it's breaking the VWAP. So the buyers who came in, who are now a big red candle is getting formed. I want now 45,000 to break, because that's what it is doing. Okay, so you understood the game now. What the mistakes we do is looking at this, right? We take long, keep our SL below VWAP, below 45,000. So let's see this SL hunting candle, because it will go lower and then we might see a short covering. So it is developing below this particular zone, the support zone, and now I'm looking for continuation lower towards the previous day's close. Now this previous day close is at 970. Here the previous day's close is at 45,000. Okay, so there is a discrepancy in data. Some supply is getting absorbed. Call inventory is short, put inventory is still short. So there is again the shift or change in market direction happening, absorption happening. Supply is not coming in strong. Okay, even the order flow data is suggesting nothing. So very dull, boring day happening right now. Okay, so it is holding this level. So 44,897, 44,900 is where the spot is developing. Now I'll switch to 44,700 and 45,100 put. 44,700 call and 45,100 put. Yep, call inventory is long, put inventory is short. Again, the liquidity move happened, so it took out the stops below VWAP, stops below this candle low, 45,000 low, and now I'm looking for continuation higher. Okay, again this is a resistance zone, still hovering, but I am looking for continuation higher. We still have 14 minutes left. Okay, it is breaking VWAP. So just observe this. Sorry, I have to jump for another meeting, but if you have any questions, do let me know, and do like, share, subscribe, and you can join the Telegram channel, which is available. So check the YouTube description, and I'll see you again live tomorrow. Yeah.